Welcome to It Means Everything, presented by Erwin Mitchell. Today we're in Surrey at Cobham Rugby Club, where Finn Baxter spent 7 formative years discovering his love of the game.
So I started going on Cobham at the age of 5. Dad took me down and thought that it'd be a pretty good mix, me and rugby.
You could see he was in the right place. He just loved it, everything about it.
Yeah, I loved it there. All the little minis sessions on the weekends and stuff, and that kind of grew into kind of being rugby obsessed. Cobham was, well, it was brilliant. I had real good memories of my time there, and yeah, it's a brilliant club.
Finn, who started as a tight head before transitioning across the front row, rose rapidly through the ranks when he joined the Harlequins Academy as a team and was named in the Team of the Season last year.
Finn Baxter, his first Quins try.
On the international stage, Finn captained the under-18s and played a major role in the Grand Slam winning under-20s in 2021 before leading the squad the following year. And it was his standout performance against Portugal for England A that caught Steve Borthwick's attention, resulting in a call-up for the New Zealand tour last summer, where he got his first cap in the opening test against the All Blacks.
Finn's debut in New Zealand, it was the most exhilarating day. I must admit, I was incredibly nervous. Debut against New Zealand, that's a tough ask. I went into the dressing room afterwards to see him giving his cap. I was asked to say something, couldn't, thought I might cry, but I was just so proud of him. He's my hero.
So proud to have represented my country now, and to do it with you lads has been awesome.
Today we return to the club that shaped Finn's journey, that nurtured his talent and fueled his love for the game.
So Dad taking me down at 5, I'm not sure how quickly he got into it, but for as long as I can remember, coached me. He did his coaching levels and he wanted to be involved. He'd be the one driving me everywhere, and then standing on the pitch and having a debrief about how the games went. We both very quickly became just obsessed with it, and it is still most about what we talk about, which is always nice.
We would get down here to Cobham a couple of hours early most Sundays. He'd be practicing his kicking, practicing his passing. I'd be setting out the cones, and he was always asking questions, and I don't think he's ever stopped. It's just who he is. We kind of learnt the game together and fell in love with the game together, and it's been a fantastic journey.
What's it like now, sort of watching his career, watching him run out in that England shirt? How proud are you that you played a part in that?
You feel so proud. You look at him, every time he touches the ball, you're shouting, "Go on, Finn." Every time he goes into contact or makes a tackle, there is an element of pride. You think, yeah, I had a bit to part playing that. He did have a determination about him, so and also very coachable. So when you asked him to do something, some of the boys would just ignore you, but Finn took it on board and then would probably nail it each time. He was a joy to coach, to be honest. Always in line, never messed around.
Obviously outstanding scrummager, but handling skills and just all-round ability and understanding of the game was, you could tell he had that.
He loved the physicality, and as we got past the tag stage and he got into the physical side, he wasn't bigger than the others, but he was just strong, very strong, and he relished the contact. So he would never shy away from a tackle, never shy away from pulling 2 or 3 players with him. He was a strong lad, strong.
Just incredible, sat in the stands with my dad, watching someone that I'd grown up playing with and really succeeding at that level as well, watching him take some of the biggest names in rugby down with him and barrelling over them. It's just massive pride.
As you can see from the facilities here at Cobham, I mean, they do things properly here, and I have to say I think it's just brilliant because the kids here, take it seriously. They take what they're doing seriously, and the club take it seriously, and that's a fantastic environment to really develop. No matter what level you want to get to or what you want to do, it's just a fantastic development environment.
We've got about just over 350 kids in our mini section, and really it's the ethos is about teach them respect, discipline. We try to teach them fair play. We're really big on that at Cobham, and we just want them to make lifelong friends, really get involved with the sport and understand the discipline that the sport brings to them, and the enjoyment and the fun and the friendships that they can make, and then hopefully along the way they become good at rugby as well.
I remember in the minis days we'd take up only like half the pitch, tens of kids and loads of us all playing on this half pitch, which seemed like a World Cup final almost every weekend. But some of us went to school together, some of us, you know, were just from the area, and so it was good meeting new lads in and around the area, and some I still chat to today.
What is it about this place?
The community is just incredible. We have an amazing youth setup, so when we go off to university we're still kept in contact with the club, come back to play for the under-22s, kept in contact with the seniors, and it's just such a great community that all the boys are so welcoming, and you come back and it's like you've been playing here for 20 odd years.
There's a real ambition to develop the individual player. Yes, we want the club to do well, but we want everyone that's down here to enjoy it.
Every weekend, every Saturday, we celebrate on our Instagram and in our programmes those players that are playing for the first team and for the second team that had some experience with Armenian youth. And we run, of 18 players, we run between, on average, 14 and 16 sometimes that have come through. A lot of our success is down to players that have played or could play at a higher level and have had that adventure, albeit over a few years, and have found their way back to us, and it's lovely.
As we stand on the pitch now, the first team pitch, and we've got the AGP behind us as well, an incredible facility with the clubhouse, but it wasn't always like that. What was it like when you first started playing here with Finn?
No, it was more of a shed really compared to the amazing facilities we've got now, but that really aided and contributed to the real community feel, and the expansion of the facilities. You know, the groundsmen do such a good job. It just makes it a joy to come back and play because the facilities are so nice.
We want it to be a place where boys, you know, want to stick around. I think we, you know, great coaching setup. You know, we have physio services, health services, things like that, and just a good atmosphere around the club. We try and keep the boys want to stick around, and we try and incentivise the uni boys to come back as much as possible and keep them playing, and so we like to think we create a good atmosphere to get boys to stay.
So 100 caps today here at Cobham.
Yeah.
I mean, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. I can't believe it's really got to 100. For me, I think it's coming down every Saturday with some of my best mates, guys that I've been playing with since I was 6 or met kind of when they started playing after uni and things, and it genuinely is coming down on a Saturday, seeing your best friends, you know, all mates with the coaches. My parents come down every Saturday, so it's a proper community club with sort of the players, the boys, and the spirit at the heart of it. It's great.
It's always been a very friendly, welcoming club. We've always looked to reinvest any money we have in the facilities and the development of the club, adding, you know, value to our membership.
It must have caused quite a stir when you turned up the first day here. You've had an incredible career, and now you're here part of the coaching setup.
I actually turned up as a bit of a favour for a family friend, Anthony Borkwell, who I think is on the board here. Once I finished sort of pro rugby, I almost I didn't see myself as coaching, but turned up here really out of a favour, not thinking I was gonna be keen to do it. But it's great facilities here. It's got a 4G pitch. Really enjoyed the boys and the coaches. So here I am 6 months later. If anyone's got some questions they want to ask me or ways to improve their game, I'll try and help them through that. We play quite a fast brand of rugby here, which I enjoy, and weather like this makes it a lot easier.
You're playing on this pitch today. You've got the artificial pitch, but this is the pitch for the first team today and has been for the last couple of games. Why is that?
Yeah, so I mean, we do love the 4G. We train on the 4G, and we do have fast backs, and we like to, you know, play nice expansive rugby. But we've just had a really good run, and you know, Cobham's become a bit of a fortress on this pitch, and it's one of the better grass pitches in the league. So until it all goes wrong on this pitch, we will stay here.
And what does the future hold for Cobham?
Broadening the membership, expanding the membership, just getting more people involved, and by putting on the best facilities possible. We offer really good physios, physio care, and you know, we just want people to see it, use it as a club they can belong to and enjoy being part of.
For most sporting people, achievement is, you know, being the champion and being promoted and all the rest. And for the last 20 years, Cobham has been a really successful level 6 club. We dropped a really tough season last year. We dropped down to level 7, And this question doesn't come up very often, but it's always sitting there. It's like, should we be level 6? But actually, is that really important? There are so many more metrics that are more important than the level that you play at. And are you playing with your friends? Are you well supported? Do you have great facilities? Do you have good coaching team and physio team? And are the bus trips, amazing adventures of fun and singing songs and all of those things? So, whenever you're in sport and you're dealing with a young group, there's people want to win, but more important than that is that you perform, and if those performances leads to wins and you end up at top, then you wear what you wear and you go up. My ambition is to further cement our place as a place where people just want to come and play, and that's from 17 and 18-year-olds to 35-year-olds, and we have an unbelievable vets section here, incredible bunch, and that connection between the vets and the Colts and the seniors where we sit is really strong. So if you come here on a Wednesday, you've got girls and Colts and youth and vets and seniors all in the one place, all with the floodlights on, all sharing a meal afterwards, and yeah, it's a good space, you can tell, right?
I want to say a massive thank you to Cobham. I had such a brilliant time there, and I think most of that was down to mums and dads giving up loads of their time, and it is so worth it, because me and all my mates looking back on our club rugby, it's amazing. So I'll say a massive thank you and good luck.
This is a very proud club who took the opportunity to step up its facilities to be a home for players coming through the system and those returning to the club. And with 14 players in the first team coming through the junior system and over 300 minis on the books, it's proof they've done that. This is It Means Everything, presented by Erwin Mitchell.